Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, good morning. So, welcome back to me again. I am Rohmah H. So, in this video is special from new material. The material is about do you know what the material? Yes, the material is about the student-centered learning versus teacher-centered learning. Wow, student-centered learning and then teacher-centered learning. Okay, check it out. Okay, the time is yours. So there is the little quote for me. This is the task. This time is yours. So please doing quality the activities in the world. Okay. Before I am Rohmah H. Yes, I come from class G. So I'm semester 6, and this day I would like to explain about student-centered learning and then teacher-centered learning. Okay, the number first is about the introduction, about the teaching, and component from in this video are as there are the teaching and the teacher and student-centered learning and then implementation. So there is the three big points: this introduction, like the meaning of the teaching, and then the teacher and student-centered learning, and then the implementation. Okay, the teacher learning centers and student learning centers. Maybe you ever listen about the teacher learning centers and the student learning center, because this is one of the strategy if we want to teaching student, maybe, or when we accept the material, because there are many strategy, and the strategy is make we or improve our skill on teacher learning center and student learning center. So do you know? Check it. Okay, and number one is about the teaching. So do you know what the meaning of the teaching? Yes, maybe it is always formula, it's always standing in the class, maybe, or an always stand by share the knowledge, maybe. Yes, this is just one of the things. So this is about teaching. Wow, so many, right? And teaching style was described from the Gresa as those enduring personal quality and behavior, and that appear in how educator conductor in their class. So it is continue and defined by a teacher. They are consistent from situation to situation, and then have the style of instruction that is responsive, collaborative, problem-centered, democratic, and which the student and the instructor decide how, what, and when learning together. So the teaching as complex activity. Okay, student-centered learning. Okay, the first time is I want to explain about the student-centered learning. A learning centers in the perspective which focus on the learner's experience, perspective, background, talents, and an interest, capacity, and need. It creates the learning environment conducive to learning and promises to high level of motivation, learning, and achievement for all learners. This is the basic of the student-centered learning. And there are some content from the student-centered learning, and these are the choice of the content, the instructor of the rule and responsibility for learning, and then the process of assessment and the power relationship between teacher and learner. So, students needed to have ownership of their own learning, contribute to the design of curriculum, and the responsibility for some level for instruction, similarity, employee learning center instruction, and then some more. So you can check it out at the above. Okay. Next. The strategy and the teaching. So instead about the student-centered learning, so this is about the strategy teaching. Okay, and the strategy teaching is the teacher learning centered, and before about the student centered learning, and this about the teacher learning centered. Okay, in the teacher centered learning, teachers play important roles in the learning process. Teachers are information provider or evaluator to monitor students to get the answer. Yet students are viewed as a learning who passively receive information. In the teaching of EFL, the main focus is getting the student to perform well on stage. If the student-centered learning is the focus in the student, in the middle, and then there is the main activity. But in the teacher-centered learning, the main focus in the teacher maybe the share knowledge, or maybe it is the play games on that some more. Okay, and then according to Act Addendum 2009, the teacher-centered learning, teacher usually use particular textbooks which are mostly grammar oriented and to compare the language structure or the native and the target language. In this situation, students tend to be more competitive and individualistic because they have less opportunity to think aloud or interact. So the less interact with the student. So this is the teacher-centered learning. Okay, next. As the teacher becomes the most dominant source of information in the teacher-centered learning, for example, all the questions which are raised by students, if any, are answered directly by the teacher without involvement maybe in designing the class activities. Teacher control every single learning experience, and several advantages of having teacher-centered learning are it is suitable for late classes. Yes, maybe you get it from this about the teacher-centered learning. Okay, this is different about the table of the teacher-centered learning and then the student-centered learning. Okay, check it out. The number one is teacher-centered learning. Teacher is the sole leader, and then leadership is always shared. And then the management is from oversight, management is from acquaintance. So the teacher takes responsibility for all the paperwork and organization, but the students are facilitator for the operation of the classroom. Always discipline comes from the teacher, and the student is discipline comes from the self. The teacher make the rules and post them on the student, but rules are developed by teacher and student in the form of constitution or compact. Consequences are fixed for all students, and the consequence reflect individual difference. The next is reward. Reward are mostly asserting, reward are mostly in string. And the next is few members of community enter the classroom, and then the partnership are formed with business and community group to enrich and broaden learning opportunity for students. This table get from Freedom to Learn 3rd edition by Roger and Haji Freiberg at the Columbia Memorial and publishing from the journal Classroom Interaction. So this special, this is different about the table at the teacher-centered learning and then student-centered learning. So this is different, right? And discipline and management classroom, measurement and the goal, this is different. You can check it out. This is okay. This is before this about different about the teacher-centered learning and then student-centered learning. So check it out. Be creative. Be supportive. Okay, thank you very much. This is a presentation about me. It is today. So I'm sorry maybe if I made any mistake. Okay, don't forget, if you want to apply or implementation about the student-centered learning or the teacher-centered learning, basically we should know about the meaning of understanding what the difference about the teacher-centered learning and then the student-centered learning, because the basic of the mind is so important. And that's what the meaning of the teacher-centered learning, and then what the meaning of the student-centered learning, and then so more, because and this knowledge it is different. There is the main goals, the main goals, and then in student learning it is student always the main, become the rule, become the main models, and then always in the middle, our active every day and look for this many knowledge. But in a teacher-centered learning, it is teacher become the goals and become the main role and the main actor in this class. So the main teacher-centered learning and then the student-centered learning, this you must know and should know. Okay guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to implementation in your and when you're teaching, maybe in this class or maybe in the practice, and then more than every day. So thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please happy watching. Thank you very much for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.